Welcome to Fasting 365 Journey. I'm back with you. Today is January 17th, and the last time I weighed in at 205 pounds. That puts me down 35 pounds, and this makes 64 days since I started my fasting journey. I started on November 14th. And here it is, January 17th. We're looking at 64 days. And actually, I'm super excited because I'm about to start my first 36-hour fast. I'm actually in the process of it. My goal is to start today, Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. And this fast, which is going to be greater than 36 hours, will end on Friday, January 19th, 2024 at some point in time. I really don't know when it's going to end. But today I went nearly 25 hours into my last fast, and I started this next fast. I started it at 2:40 p.m. Central Standard Time, and my plan is to break my fast sometime on Friday morning. Now I don't know; it could be 8 a.m., it could be noon. Now, in looking at this, this would put my actual fasting period somewhere between 37 to 45 hours. And so I'll be recording some videos throughout the process, kind of giving you, just some updates throughout. The longest fast that I've had thus far has been 33 hours. And I kind of have this mental mindset, this block that is so hard for me to get over that hump to get to the 36 hours. And so I'm determined to see what I'm going to be able to do. And in these videos, the updates that I'm going to have, it's going to basically just focus on what went well for me, what struggles I faced, what obstacles arose, and then we'll have the video divulging it all. And so I'll have an update. But in the meantime, I have the information as far as with my fasting and what I've been able to do. And I was actually speaking to my wife with the 25-hour fast that I was able to conquer earlier, that actually put my fasting time year to date. So through the first real 17 days of January, my average fast is for 22 hours. It's actually just a little bit over 22 hours a day in between fasting. My max has been 33 hours. My minimum has been 15 hours thus far. And so the total hours that I have been fasting in 2024 right now equals 376 hours. And so I've got a breakdown. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. That way you'll be able to see it. I've been keeping track of exactly what I've been able to do. And I don't think that it's any accident that the weight's coming off. I know that there's a lot of people that they kind of discourage you from doing the fast, because in North America, we really are not as familiar with the fasting. I can remember, excuse me, before doing the fast, how I thought, well, what am I going to do? Is my blood sugar is going to get too low? I'm going to feel weak. And I'm going to tell you, none of that has happened. I actually feel phenomenal. I feel phenomenal every day. And the actual hunger pangs per se have gone away. And this is now becoming a way of life. And what I've noticed is that early on, the tendency to want to snack was prevalent. But now that desire is not there. Now I am going to put up a video you'll be able to see, or actually it's going to be a photo of what I had for lunch today, and you'll be able to see that. I've got my meats, I've got my potatoes, I have my green beans, and I do have some dessert. And in the last 64 days, there's been no calorie counting. I'm not worried about calorie counting, but yet the weight continues to come off. Now I will introduce working out as part of my daily agenda, but right now I'm not worried about that. I'm ready and focused in on getting control of my body. I have a doctor's appointment coming up February 26th. It's my goal to be down to under 200 pounds. That's my next goal. So I'm at 205 right now. My goal is to be under 200 pounds. That's the next goal. And then after that, it's going to be 195, 190. The weight's coming off. It can be done. You can look at my face. You see a difference. The energy level is phenomenal, and the focus is there. But I will say, if this is something that you are thinking about doing as far as with the intermittent fasting, I'm going to tell you, please do it. There is an acquaintance, somebody that I know. Him and I have been communicating, and it's a situation I know that he's had some great success with his intermittent fasting. Last time I'd spoken to him, he was on day number 15 of doing the intermittent fasting. He was down 15 pounds, which I think is phenomenal. You can do it, but it comes down to that mindset. Early on in the videos, I've talked about how my thought process whenever it came to food was incorrect. And I would eat food for pleasure, and now I'm looking at it for fuel. And oh, by the way, getting rid of the refined carbohydrates has made a huge difference as far as in my life. And I'm talking about those sugary drinks. I'm talking about, I can remember going to the doctor's office and having a conversation with the doctor and basically telling her, hey, look, I can drink water, but I've got to have drink mixes. It's been 3 months since I had a drink mix mixed in with my waters. I love just drinking straight bottles of water now. I had black coffee, and I actually introduced myself to, thanks to my wife again. Man, I love her. She's been so supportive. And I'm going to tell you, one of the goals that you need to have is you need to have somebody that is supportive that's going to help you. If you want success in your fasting process, you're going to have to find somebody that is going to be an encouragement to you, that's going to want to build you up, because there's times where it's going to be hard. But when you have that accountability partner, oh man, it makes it easier. I praise God for my wife because she has made it easier. I mean, she's been full on board helping me with this process. And I have no doubt that I'm going to be able to accomplish this goal. And it comes down to having a determination, but then also having a devoted wife. I praise God for her. So, find that accountability partner. And also, you may end up wanting to limit who it is that you tell that you're on a fast, because you're going to have all these people that are going to come out and tell you that fasting is bad, fasting is hard. You can do this. 35 pounds down. This is day number 64, and it's because of the intermittent fasting. The intermittent fasting's helping. Now, you may need to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds. What's it going to hurt as far as the intermittent fasting? Now, if I was to go back to the way that I used to eat and have the junk food and the fast food and all that, absolutely, it's expected. I'm going to gain the weight back, but I need you to understand the conviction that I have. I'm not going back to that way. I'm not going back. Now, in March, we're planning on going to New York City, and I'm going to change my eating patterns then because I don't want to, I'm probably going to stick to a 16-8 fast, right? And probably, I'm probably going to avoid doing the OMAD or the 1 meal a day. But regardless, though, man, I'm not restricted to the foods that I eat. I'm enjoying what I eat in moderation, but I'm seeing that number on the scale go down. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely leave a comment down below. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and keep checking back, because this is about building that community. And intermittent fasting works. And, let's strap in for the ride, because 2024, that's the year for me. I'm getting down to 160 pounds. It's going to be 80 pounds weight loss. I'm telling you now, I am committed to getting this. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens.